Welcome to the Alingo English Podcast. If you're on your English learning journey, you've probably met someone like this. A friend who seems to remember new vocabulary after just one listen, gets the pronunciation perfect from the start, and speaks fluently and effortlessly. When we see this, we might sigh and think, they must have a natural talent for it. Learning English is a gift, and I just don't have it. But today, I want to challenge that belief. After years of research and observation of the most successful English learners, I've come to a powerful realization. The fastest learners, the ones who reach the highest levels of proficiency, are not always the smartest or the most talented. Instead, they are the ones with the best habits. They understand that learning a language isn't a race of intellect, but a marathon of persistence and discipline. And on this marathon, it's the small, daily habits that determine who ultimately succeeds. In this video, you'll join Alingo on a journey to explore 8 English learning habits that beat pure talent. No matter your current level, if you can build and maintain these habits, you'll see your progress accelerate in an incredible way. Let's get started. Habit 1. Study consistently. A little bit every day. We often have the tendency to cram our studies into the weekend, or when we feel motivated, for example, by studying for 5 hours straight on Saturday and then neglecting it for the rest of the week. This is an ineffective habit. Our brains do not absorb knowledge best when they are overwhelmed. The first and most important habit is to study consistently, a little bit every day. Instead of a frantic 5 hours on the weekend, try dedicating just 30 minutes each day. This may seem simple, but its effect is tremendous. Daily learning helps you build a strong connection with the language. It's like going to the gym. Your muscles won't grow if you only do one heavy workout and then rest for a month. Similarly, our brains need daily exposure to English to create strong neural connections. Consistent learning also helps maintain motivation. It's much easier to face a 30-minute study session than to confront a massive block of knowledge on the weekend. Make English learning a part of your daily life, like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. Habit 2. Listen actively, not just passively. Everyone knows that listening is an important skill, but how can you listen effectively? Many people just turn on an English song or movie and hope the knowledge will seep in on its own. This is passive listening. It can help you get used to the rhythm and intonation, but it's not enough to truly understand and use the language. The second habit is active listening. This means you focus your full attention on what you are hearing. You listen to every word, every sentence, trying to grasp the meaning, and even repeating small phrases. An extremely effective technique for active listening is shadowing, where you repeat exactly what a native speaker has just said. This technique helps you improve your listening, pronunciation, and intonation simultaneously. Try applying this to podcasts, videos, or news broadcasts that you are interested in. You'll find that you not only listen better, but also start to think in English more naturally. Habit 3. Self-correct and improve your pronunciation. Many people are afraid of incorrect pronunciation and only focus on grammar or vocabulary. They think that as long as others understand them, it's fine. However, incorrect pronunciation not only makes it hard for the listener to understand, but also forms a difficult-to-fix habit later on. The third habit is to always pay attention to your pronunciation and be willing to correct yourself. This doesn't mean you have to sound exactly like a native speaker, but you should pronounce words clearly enough to communicate confidently. How? Take the time to learn the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, and record your own voice. Then, compare it with a native speaker's audio. Today, there are many apps and tools that can help you do this. Use them, listen to yourself, and identify areas for improvement. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Each mistake is an opportunity to pronounce it better the next time. Habit 4. Set goals and track your progress. Now let's talk about the fourth habit. Setting specific, measurable goals and tracking your progress. Talented learners might learn haphazardly, relying on their quick minds, but a structured goal provides direction and motivation for everyone. Start by defining SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of, "I want to improve my English," say, "I will learn 20 new business-related vocabulary words per week and use them in sentences by Friday." Record your progress in a journal or an app like Habitica. This habit surpasses talent because it creates accountability. A study by Dominican University showed that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Without goals, even smart people can lose their way. Review weekly. What's working? What isn't? Adjust accordingly. Celebrate wins, like rewarding yourself after hitting a milestone. Goals transform vague aspirations into tangible achievements. Habit 5. Read anything you find interesting. This habit has nothing to do with memorizing vocabulary lists or reading boring textbook passages. This habit is about reading for pleasure and to satisfy your curiosity. Do you love to cook? Read blogs or recipes in English. Are you a soccer fan? Read sports news on international websites. Do you love cartoons? Read comics in English. When you read something you genuinely enjoy, vocabulary and grammar structures will be absorbed naturally. Without feeling forced, you will learn words in a specific context, which helps you remember them longer. Furthermore, this habit helps you maintain the joy of learning English. Learning will no longer feel like an obligation, but an exciting journey of discovery. Habit 6. Think in English. This is a habit that most proficient English speakers do, but rarely talk about. They don't just speak English, they think in English. Instead of translating every sentence from your native language to English in your head, they create an inner monologue in English itself. For example, when you see a dog, think directly in English. The dog is happy. Its tail is wagging. This habit may feel a bit difficult and slow at first, but be persistent. Start with the simplest thoughts about the things around you. Gradually, you'll find you can think about more complex ideas in English. This not only helps you react more quickly when you speak, but also significantly improves your fluency. Habit 7. Treat mistakes as friends, not foes. This is perhaps the hardest habit for many people to build, especially those who tend to be perfectionists. We are often afraid of saying something wrong, afraid of being laughed at, and that keeps us silent. But language is for communication. If you don't speak, you will never get better. This habit is about accepting mistakes as a part of the learning process. Remember that no one is born speaking English fluently. Even native speakers can make grammatical errors. The important thing is that you have the courage to speak, listen to feedback, and learn from it. Every time you make a mistake, don't get discouraged. Say to yourself, "Great, I've just found something I need to improve." Take every opportunity to speak, even if it's just the simplest sentences. Find a study partner or a native speaker to practice with. Just speak, speak, and speak. Mistakes will naturally disappear as you practice more. Habit 8. Learn English outside the classroom. Many people think that learning English only happens in a classroom or during homework time. But in reality, the most effective learners turn English into a part of their lives. The final habit is curiosity and exploration. Find ways to use English in your daily life. Watch a movie or TV series without subtitles. Listen to your favorite English songs and learn the lyrics. Change the language on your phone to English. This habit not only helps you absorb English naturally, but also helps you understand the culture of the people who use the language. When English becomes a tool for you to explore the world, you will no longer see it as a dry subject, but as a door opening up to exciting new things. Conclusion. As you can see, these 8 habits don't require you to have a sky-high IQ or a photographic memory. All you need is discipline and the right mindset. Learning English, like any skill, is not the result of talent, but the sum of good habits. Start today. Choose one of these 8 habits and commit to doing it for 30 days. It's just a small change, but if you persevere, it will make a huge difference. Remember, the learning journey isn't about who runs the fastest, but who perseveres the longest. I wish you all success.